Jacobsen and other industry leaders sponsored the inaugural Turf Science Live event at the Greenville Country Club in South Carolina. Attendees participated in a full day of interactive demonstrations that covered many educational aspects of turf management. Jacobsen presented hands-on demonstrations of frequency of clip and the efficiency of hybrid mowing technology.
Well, there's three types of hybrid vehicles right now. There is the parallel system, there is the series system, and then there's a series parallel. A parallel system, just to give you a quick run through of it, think Toyota Prius, okay? That's a parallel system. What that means is when you first start out from a red light and you take off, you're running on the batteries. The battery has its own powertrain to the transaxle to drive it. Once it senses enough load or enough speed requirement, it kicks in the gas engine. The gas engine's tied to the transaxle in parallel, so they're both driving the transaxle, and then that gives you more speed and efficiency, okay? The parallel system is best designed for high-speed driving. What a series system is, we still have a gas engine, but it's driving a genset, okay? That genset drives the engine, but we've also have a battery pack tied into that system. The benefits of the series system is it's designed for low-speed driving, okay? For stop and go. Because you're always pulling from the genset, but you're always pulling from the battery. Our generator is capable of putting out roughly 150 amps, okay? So you're driving from the green to the next green on the fairway, nice flat level ground, you're driving 9 miles an hour. It's saying I only need 90 amps. So most of that power is coming from the generator. Battery's still supplying, right, because it's in series, but the generator is able to keep up with the load. Then you start climbing that hill going to the green. Now it says I need 200 amps. Well, we already know the genset's only going to give us 150, right? So the batteries supply that extra surge for a short amount of time to give us that 200 amps. And then we climb the hill and we start mowing. The parallel series system, just think of both, okay? It's very good at low speed, very good at high speed, but the price is way up here, all right? And that's big equipment, different trains, stuff like that will use stuff like that. When you start thinking hybrid and what it means to you guys, there's a couple things you always want to look at. One is efficiency, okay? So let's think about that. All hydraulic unit, which this is not, so I'm not picking on this machine because it does have electric grills, but I'm just pointing because it has hydraulics. All hydraulic unit, we know that since day one, you run it at full throttle to operate what we need to operate. That's normally somewhere between 3,000 and 3,600 RPM, right? And it's always there, okay? At the same time, our reels are always spinning at one speed when we want them, right? So let's just for numbers sake, 2,200 RPM, always. But our ground speed is constantly variable, right? Because we're slowing down, speeding up. A hybrid unit, we only need enough power output to give us the voltage and the amperage we need. We know that magic number for this machine is 57 volts, okay? Well, in order to get 57 volts, we only need 2,600 RPM. So we're 800 RPM less. So what's that do to efficiency? All right, gas usage goes down, doesn't it? Because we don't use so much power. Now the reels are controllable, all right? So no more 2,200 RPM all the time, anywhere from 18 to 22. Variable, all right? Ground speed, variable, but they're tied together.
Walker went on to describe the other benefits of hybrids, including environmental impact and the savings on the cost of maintenance. In the second half of the presentation, Chris Fox illustrated how frequency of clip increases ball roll and provides a healthier stand of turf.
Superintendents need to understand that they can use frequency of clip as another tool to manage their greens health or their green speed. They have the option, if they're cutting currently at say 120 and a frequency of clip of 150, that they can now have a green that they can cut at 120 height to cut, take it down to a frequency of clip of 1,000 or 100 thousandths, increase their ball roll and get a faster green speed. Or they can alternatively raise their height of cut and take their frequency of clip down and maintain their current ball roll. So that will give them a healthier stand of turf that will withstand stress in the summer months better. The Eclipse 2, you can change the frequency of clip through the controller on board. It takes about 15 or 20 seconds. There's a password protected menu that you enter the password, and then you scroll over through 3 buttons. You have access to the FOC, and it takes, you hit enter and you scroll up or down depending on what you want to do. You hit enter again and you cycle the key to lock in the FOC and lock out the password again. It's much quicker to change your FOC than it is your height to cut.
To demonstrate the results of changing the frequency of clip, Fox showed 3 different stands of turf and measured green speed with a Pels meter. Marketing Manager Glenn King commented on how superintendents can benefit from attending future Turf Science Live events.
You know, our business philosophy is about building relationships. That's important to us, and what better way to build relationships to invite every superintendent we can from the Carolinas to this event, partner up with some of our partners in the industry. So it all kind of fell in place and made sense. The technology and the education that we brought to this event, we certainly try to make it easier for them to attend, but it's a great networking opportunity for them. They do earn the GCSA credits, but their peers in the industry as well as the partners in the industry all come together for an event such as this. What better way to do it?